next buy low is somebody that I will not be buying low on.
Hell no.
Let me repeat. Somebody that I will not be buying low on.
Never.
But I would be doing a disservice to you, right? If I didn't mention that you should consider
Think about it.
buying low on him. Here are the top 5 buy lows that you need to pay attention to for fantasy basketball.
Go, let's go.
Devin Booker is a player that, again, I have always been high on. This season, maybe a little higher than usual. But, man, he has been stinking up the joint. He's ranked number 17 on the season. But over the last 2 weeks, he's ranked 35. He's ranked 35th over the last 2 weeks. Come on, man. I'm going to keep it a stack. I have him on some rosters, and I've been open to some offers. So I'm telling you that I'm considering offers. So that means this could be a buy low. This could be like, hey, the 17th player in fantasy basketball points leagues is performing at a top 35 level. Let me see what I can do. So somebody asked for me to give you some potential trade deals that you would maybe throw out there. So for me, for Devin Booker, where he's ranked right now, I think I would go down a little bit, maybe into the 20s to see who's over there and who I would send out for him, maybe even the 30s, do like a package. So someone like Harden, I'd be totally comfortable with moving Harden for Booker. DeRozan, totally comfortable with that. Paul George, absolutely, very comfortable with that. James Harden is currently ranked 34th. DeMar DeRozan is 35th. And then Paul George is 37th. Siakam, I'll be fine with that. So those are just a few players that I'd be open to my man Booker for. The next player, man, I'm not even going to look up his rank. We're just going to talk about him, man, because he's one of the biggest topics on the channel. Like, we talk about him all the time. So the next buy low is somebody that I will not be buying low on. Let me repeat. Somebody that I will not be buying low on. But I would be doing a disservice to you, right, if I didn't mention that you should consider buying low on him. Because if he plays and he's available, it could be super valuable for you. I'm talking about your man, Young Emo, a.k.a. My Chemical Romance with the bangs, Jimmy Butler, a.k.a. Himmy Butler. Now, I always talk about Jimmy, and when I do that, I always have a disclaimer that he is literally one of my favorite basketball players in real life. He got that dog in him. Hard-nosed player, like, he is what we miss from, like, 90s basketball. He's that kind of player. But for fantasy, heck to the no. I am out on Jimmy Butler. I want nothing to do with him in fantasy. But you can't deny that this is a buy low opportunity. So if you can throw some peanuts and crumbs over there to bring him back to your squad, I would consider bringing back Jimmy Butler. My next buy low is somebody that, man, I think he is one of the greatest players in NBA history. Somebody that I have been high on for years, and I remember getting him in a trade a couple of years ago and being like, yes, I got him. I got the babyface assassin. I got Steph Curry on my team. Man, how things have changed. Steph is currently ranked in points leagues on the season, y'all, 32. Let me go and check this, make sure I'm giving y'all the right number. Yes, this is the season rankings, y'all. Steph Curry is number 32. Buy low. And listen, do I think he's going to be a first rounder or in the year, in the top 12, I should say? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to finish the season in the top 12. So people I'll be looking at, I would trade my Terry Rozier for your Steph Curry. Steph Curry is currently ranked 32. Terry Rozier is currently ranked 27. Most managers won't make that deal, they're going to be like, are you crazy? Melo will be back soon. They're not throwing another piece for a sweetener. I'd be open to moving Desmond Bane. I'd be open to moving Paolo Banchero, James Harden again, DeRozan. Those are the type of players I'd be open to moving to bring Curry back to my squad. Next up, another buy low, someone who came out of the gates scorching hot, like scorching hot. This guy is currently ranked number 14 in points leagues, but has been in the top 10 at some points of the year. I'm talking about young Scotty Barnes. The man is the truth. But over the last 2 weeks, he's ranked 19th. So he went from being in the top 10 to being in the top 14, and in the last couple of weeks, he's barely in the top 20, right? So this might not be something where you are able to get a crazy, crazy deal on him, right? You're not going to be able to flip your Terry Rozier for Scotty Barnes. But you might be able to do something like, I don't know, Bam Adebayo. I would be open to that. Tyrese Maxey. I'll be open to that. I trade my Tyrese Maxey, my Bam Adebayo. I trade my Kawhi Leonard for Scotty Barnes right now. So those are just some options to take into consideration. And the last person that we're going to talk about for the buy lows is really, it's an injury buy low. I always talk about the injury buy low. When guys are out, their value is at the lowest, right? It's at the lowest. So this is what we talk about when we talk about the injury buy low. We talk about, hey, a guy is out. Let's see if we can send something over of value so we can bring him back to the squad. And this week's injury buy low, LaMelo Ball. Listen, LaMelo Ball, I was super high on him in the offseason. He's been out for a minute. So the manager that has him on their team right now has been waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't know what it's going to look like for him rest of the season, but I do know that if somebody in your league is like panic mode, like what do? I want to move him. I would negotiate a deal to see if I can bring him back to the squad. However, I'm not paying top dollar for LaMelo Ball. I would definitely look, down maybe in the 40s and 50s, like Tyler Hero, Zion Williamson, Nikola Vucevic, DeJounte Murray. These are people I'd be interested in moving, to get LaMelo Ball back on my team.